Hi everyone, just a video again of more stuff on the Jaguar XKR. I've changed the rubber boots on track rod ends here. This is what they was like if ever you have to change these. This one was, I got these afterwards. I actually bought the whole thing, which was very expensive. So the easiest way, I went online and bought some silicone rubber boots, and I fitted to the top arms on the, I'll just go to the car, on the top arms of the suspension. I changed this one in here, this one here, on both sides obviously, and I'm just going to do I've just done one rear one, which was a trailing arm here, the top one, top arm. I mean, all these rubbers cost us, you know, a few dollars. Unfortunately, it's not a big job, but it's just a little bit time consuming, and yeah, I'll endeavour to do the other side, and so you can just see what's actually involved. This hopefully is another informative thing for us Jaguar owners who do all these little jobs at home. I've made it a bit easier. I've done little jack stands that I made them so they've got slots in the top, so they actually slot in where your normal jack goes to jack the car up. And because I've got carpet in here, I have to jack on a metal plate so I can jack the car up. But I've also, just while I'm informative here, is I did have a shake on the front. And the guy who owned this before me put new rotors on. As you can see, they're in pretty good nick, and new pads, but it still had a little shimmy when I braked. After investigating, I took off the rotors and I took them down to a machine shop. I've actually got a lathe here, but in the corner there, but it's not big enough to put these in. And when I spun them up in the lathe, they were straight, although they're new, but the actual face on the front, where the wheel fits, wasn't. It was about 5 thou out, which is quite a lot. So they just skimmed the front and the inside of it, and the shake's gone now. So that was another job, but I obviously haven't videoed that, but it's just something to think of. Not all brand new parts are kosher, as they say. So hopefully that's something you can think about later on if you ever get that. Hopefully you don't. So I'll carry on and I'll jack up the other side. Okay, wheels off. This is the side. As you can see, the rubber is absolutely stuffed. So we will start to take it off, which is very simple. I will sort of fast forward this a little bit, but I will put a jack underneath here, just under a piece of wood here, and a jack. Just to hold the suspension up, and it's an 18mm nut just here, this one, and this one here is a 10mm on the end. So, and you need a flat ring spanner. If you've got a like gooseneck, it won't fit on underneath here, so it's got to be a flat, which I will show you in a moment. So I'll just get my tools ready and we'll start this side. Okay, I've got my tools here. This is the spanner. I said just a straight without a big gooseneck in it. So 18mm. No, I'm not sure whether I thought I said a 10mm. It's an 8mm that fits on the back. I've started to loosen it off. You can see it's just starting to pull out now. Because I need two hands and I can't do the camera at the same time, I'll quickly take this off and then I'll show you. And I'll put the jack underneath so you can see. Once I take the nut off, big 18mm nut there, I'll just lower that down and that will expose the actual ball joint there. So here we go. Okay, the nut's off. And you can actually see it more now how split that boot is. So I'll just try and do it one-handed and lower it down slowly, and we should just lower this slowly. Whoop, there goes my light. It should just pop out. Okay, I'll hold it there. Sorry, my light is on the top. Let's just try and show everybody. Let's try and put it somewhere. I can't do it one-handed. I'll just pull this out just a moment. Okay, you can actually see now, and there's my boot, which is had it, and obviously you hold this hex on the ball joint there. There's a hex there, so you hold that and then undo the nut, and obviously the ball joint gets seated in here, so you don't have to. It'll just pop out on its own. So now it's just a matter of getting the clips off, which I won't be able to show you, but I'll give you an idea of what I'm going to do. There's one on the bottom here, the thicker one, and there's this one here. I'll wipe the nonsense away. And what it is it's a little bit tricky, but it's just a matter of flicking it out once I find the joint. And you can see here, you flick that out and then run this around like this. I'm trying to do it one-handed for you, but obviously two hands is better, but this will come round and I just keep going round and round, and then that'll come out up there, and that's what holds the top piece in. And the bottom one has I can spin that round, I don't know. There's an opening. I'll get that off. It's just got it's around the back, of course. There, that one there, and it's just a matter of bring that round with a spinner. Bring that round to the front. All right, okay, there you can see there. It's just a matter of getting what you can in here to prise that open in that gap, and then pull that off. You probably have to open this out a wee bit to get it over this, and especially when you put it back on with the new boot. And then I use these long pin nose pliers, huge ones here, to just pull it back in. It does go back into shape. So yeah, so I will just take the rest of this off and I'll show you what's left. Okay, this is off now, so you can actually see. Let's clean this up now, and you get that boot sits in here with a clip, and the clip in the bottom there. This, the boot that I've got, which I ordered, was a 32. I'll just measure it again, but 32 by 16. I did there, which is 16 mil, and I did a 32 at the top. 32 at the top. It's actually about 31.5, but 32 is what I got, and it's about 20. I think it's 23 mil that I did. What I got on the boot. Obviously, that measurement there is only 16 mil, but you have that bell come out here, which I'll show you the difference. This is a clip that I got off the bottom one, and obviously that top one is this, which you saw me take off, and you can see the state of this boot, and I'll give you an example of what I'm putting back on. Okay, back with it. This is the new one. I broke down the measurements here. If ever you want to go on, I got these from eBay. There's the measurements there. It's a 16 bore, as I said before, and a 32 at the bottom, and approximately 23 millimeters between here and here. That I guessed that when I measured it, when I done the fronts, and these are all the same. The fronts and the backs are the same. So I'm just going to pack this out with grease now. In here, not too much, because you can see there's not a lot of room inside these boots. So once that gets squashed up there, if you pack it out too much, I would say that's what splits half of them. But I will fill all this in here full of grease. I mean, there's nothing wrong with these ball joints or my bushes at all. I mean, the boots have just perished. So rather than from Jaguar, you have to buy the whole thing, which is something like, well, I'm in New Zealand, so it's probably twice the price of what you pay in the UK. So I think they're about $300 or $400 a pop, and just doing this as a maintenance thing. So for my time, and probably about $8 to $10 for these. If they only last 5 years, it doesn't really matter, but I'm sure they will. These are silicone, so I'm sure they'll last a bit better than the one I took off, which is absolute garbage. I mean, this is a 2008. It hasn't done a lot of mileage. Only up for 70,000 kilometres, not miles. So it hasn't done a hell of a lot. But yeah, it's just going around checking everything's all in order. Okay, I'll put this on because I need the two hands to put the grease in and do whatever. So I'll just switch off for a second, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, we're going to have this on now. As you can see, I put the clip at the top and the one around the bottom. So all it means now is for me to put it back in, line it up in the hole, and jack this jack up and put the nut back on, tighten it up, and put the wheel back on, and that'll be it. Hope this has been informative for people who want to just change the boots if they're fuss pop like me sometimes. But yeah, I'll just take a quick video of it when it's finished. Cheers. Okay, all tightened up. As you can see, it looks 100 times better. Just want to go over something just the clips. It's a little bit, the bottom one's a little bit hard, so I'll just bring them through here and into the workshop and just explain these clips a little bit more. This is the clip that goes round, that'll be upside down like so. This clip, the bottom one that I showed you, just open it up a little bit, about yay so, like that, and because I can show you upside down here, and then you'll be able to get it over, and then obviously put some, you know, wide pliers. Thin, they've got to be thin. They've got to be thin nose pliers like this, and then obviously squeeze her in like this. And just the other one, which comes on there. This is expandable. I'm not sure if I can show you here, but just open it up with my fingers. It's expandable, so that goes around the top. Put one side in first, and then run the screwdriver around, so you go around in this direction over the top. A little bit hard to do and show you on the car, but yeah, that was about it really. And if you do the front ones, I'm just showing you here, this is a tie rod, but this but in the end, instead of the hex to hold it still from turning, you have a Allen key that goes in, so it will go up like so. This tie rod one's about 6mm, I think, so I'll just show you here. That's a 6mm. That will go in the end like so. So you can hold it still, and then undo the nut that goes on. I should have got this organised a little bit better, but anyway, you can get the gist of that. You hold that still so it doesn't turn when it's on the car, and then do that nut up. Okay, that's the end of this video. Hope that's all informative for somebody who wants to do it. We'll try and leave a link if somebody's interested to where I got them from, or for V-Ray, but yeah, good luck. Cheers.